Okay, everyone. This morning I got up early. I got out my tripod. I prepared the parsha, and I gave you a mega message. And it was a message that rarely have I given a message so from such an organic place. I just had story after story after story, and then it came time to upload it, and I literally couldn't get the thing to upload. 45 minutes, I could not get it to upload. So I stopped. And I remembered the message of the video. And the message of the video was of the spies from this week. The spies in this week's Parsha, they went to Israel, they went to spy out the land, and some of them, they had the job to just see what was there. And some of them came back and said, "It's a scary land, we're never going to make it, we're going to be decimated, killed, they're going to totally overwhelm us." And some of them said, in Hebrew, "Kinachon nuchal," because we can do it, we'll totally beat this thing. And the lesson that I was giving you was the exact lesson that I needed to hear. So here was the lesson. I'll just give it to you in a nutshell. The nutshell is that whatever you think, you create that reality. And when you come to a negative conclusion, you actually give negative forces power. So when my video wouldn't upload, here were the thoughts that I would have had and that I started to have. They were, "Oh my gosh, Rivka Malka, it's like 12 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. Where are your priorities? It's nice that you want to make a Torah class, but you have a whole house to clean and food to make. And are you really focused on Shabbos? And you should have done this yesterday. And maybe God's telling you should." Oh my gosh, it just never ended. I basically took this thing and came to the conclusion, the bad conclusion, that everything's bad. But it was very, very quick because I heard the thoughts come in. And then I remembered my exact lesson that I just taught, that obviously I needed to hear. That if you want to get a message about what is happening and why is something happening, if it's not a loving message, then it's not a God message. Now, some of you might be saying, "Oh, I don't get it. Like, doesn't God sometimes tell you to repent? Doesn't God sometimes give you messages that what you're doing is not the right thing?" And the answer is yes, He does. And you'll pick up that cue, and I'll probably say to myself, "You know what? Next time, don't do it on a Friday. It's just too much pressure. You didn't like that pressure, don't do it again." But I'm certainly not going to make up that God is mad at me or upset at me, and therefore He's not letting it upload. And I challenge you to look at your thoughts and see if you've ever thought that way. Something happens and you come to this crazy conclusion, and you're like, "Yeah, you know, God doesn't want me to do that." But not from a healthy place of like, "Oh yeah, I totally get it. He loves me and He didn't want that for me." But like, He's shutting all my doors because He does not, all the angry stuff. And that is what happened with the spies. They went to Israel. They saw that, there were giants there, and they saw that the land was very, very fertile. And they said, like, "We're never going to be able to conquer this place." And because they came to that conclusion, guess what? They weren't able to. They weren't even able to get in. They never even made it into the land. And the same situation, the other spies, Caleb and Yehoshua, they saw the same thing, and they said, "Yes, we can," and they could. And from them saying, "Yes, we can," they came to greatness. So the next time that something happens and it doesn't work out, don't come to this false, fake, righteous conclusion. "Oh, God doesn't want this," and everything like that. Say, "Yes, we can," and we'll find another way, and we'll pick up the messages. But remember that if it's not a loving message, then it's not a God message. And there's so much more to say about that. We'll talk about that another time. Bye.